Flock up or flock off, not you stick around cause it's going down. Let's get into it, y'all. Another week, what's up? Another Maniac Monday, another Monday with the Maniac and all that. And you know, I like to get into so much to get into in this last week with in the Eagle verse with our Eagles. Like, yeah, things are going down so much good, but you know what's on top of our flock pots, what we throwing in our flock pots today to stir up, chop it up, break it down with y'all, put it on the table, consume it how you see fit. You know what I'm saying? But before anything, you know, let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you bought that Fly Eagles Fly, drop a comment in the box. If you're flying with the flock, let's fly. Let's take off. Before we take off, do remember, join the Maniac thing, Naughty Gang. You hit that bell, you get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Let's fly. Woo! You know what it is. What we throwing in the flock pots. Another Maniac Monday. You know, just... we going Maniac over here. I'm so far removed. Like, I think I'm fully, like, gone. Like, the Super Bowl hangovers, well, hope it is for our team. For me, I mean, you know, it's still in our heads. I'm still working through this thing, you know, still coming in another time for this therapy session that I have with y'all, with the flock. What's up to the flock? Let's go, y'all. Yeah, thank y'all for all the support. Everybody that comes in, checking the tried and trues, you know what to do. You know, yeah, man, we can't fight it. We can't hold on to this any longer. We just got to get it out there, man. I don't know all the other things. Oh, no, before we go, you know, let's keep the main thing. You already know. I hope this video finds you in good vibes, good times. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there because we about to go there. Oh, yeah, bro. And I mean, it is what it is. Right off the top, let's just get into it. I'll beat around the bush. I mean, I could, CJGJ. Oh, CJGJ, the news just came out last night. I don't know if it's news or if it's just rumors. I'm seeing some reports that say it's rumors. I'm seeing like, oh, it's there's been an agreement made or something like that, man. And a lot of things are coming out, man. CJGJ to the Detroit Lions for 1 year for $8 million. Is you kidding me? We don't got $8 million sitting around. You know, on one side, I'm so mad at the Eagles. Like, bro, how do you like what? CJGJ? We'll let $8 million. This is all he wanted, man. But then you look a little bit deep into it. You chop down the weeds and all that. Poke your beak in. See what's going on. Open your eagle eye. Raise the eagle eyebrow. You know what's going on. So now word is out that Eagles offered him a multi-year deal. He thought the market was going to be high. He declined that deal. So at that point, the Eagles chose to move on. Thought he was gone. So I imagine, in my estimation, that we went and, you know, made the Bradbury signing. Once we saw we couldn't get him, and then, you know, willing to let Slade go test the trade market, let him go, cut him, and, you know, he was like, you know what, I'll renegotiate too. So then we got that much money vested into that backfield. I mean, it always seemed like a pipe dream to me to have that much money invested into your backfield, into the DB rooms. Just seemed a little nuts. But hey, we've seen Howie do crazier things. We see Howie busted super dope moves. We see Howie Potter wave that magic wand and make magical things happen. So in the back of our minds, we're like, this could still happen. So this is the way I think it went down. That's the way I think it went down. Because, I mean, like, and so is it a matter of him being too prideful to come back to the organization after he stepped away from one deal and was like, nah, nope. And then, you know, then he gets this from them, which I'm also hearing was the same amount that New Orleans had offered him last year. So it's like, what are we doing? Are we hustling backwards? But once again, I said this still may be in the room. And, you know, anything can happen during this time that I'm shooting this video. Like, is it a rumor? Is it etched in stone? Is this just a bargaining ploy? Him maybe, you know, seeing if, you know, maybe he could call the Eagles bluff and boom. Because I just can't, like, Detroit is on the up and up. The Eagles are on the up. We just coming from Super Bowl. We are reloading. We're retooling. We got things going on over here. Like, we just came from the Super Bowl, and we're getting back vets. And I mean, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson would have been such a dope retention, I guess you could call it. Like, keeping him just solidifies that backfield, and then we could go on and look into other things, which we're going to get into as we get deeper into this video. Got a lot of things that I want to chop it up with y'all, throw on the table, and you consume it how you deem fit, because we're going to throw all of this into our flock pots. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just... You know, like I said, those are all the emotions I was going through last night when I saw it. I'm watching. Y'all guys got to check this movie out, though. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's like basically, you know, my life story. No, but I mean, like, so I'm watching that, having a good time. Like, yo, the movie's crazy. Like, I'm not going to blow it for you. I'm not going to say nothing. I hate spoiler alerts. It's like one of my pet peeves. So I will not do that to the flock, to my Eagle Nation, to the Eagle Maniacs, to the Bird Gang, to none of that. No. So watching the movie, get the alert, and immediately I'm just like, so like I said, once again, it was a dope movie. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. And the bang, bang, I get the bang, and like, son, nah, really, no, bro, seriously. And then, just try and get back into the movie, get another ding, and then it pops up something about the 8 mil. I'm like, wait, hold up, so initially I'm mad at the Eagles, like I said. And then, it's just how you go from hero to hill in the matter of 30 seconds. When I see the money, I'm like, first I'm mad at the Eagles, then I'm mad at him, then I'm mad at the news for it coming out, what's going on. But this, let's just get into the whole deal, the ship and shebang, the Alakazam, what I think. I told you all a little bit what I think. I think this may be a market employed by the agents. We haven't seen anything etched in stone yet. I still think there's a chance that we could get CJGJ. Yeah, now I got that off my nest, off my chest. We could fly to other terrain, I guess. I mean, but we're just gonna kind of pivot to a certain extent, because in the event that we do lose CJGJ, there's this one guy. I haven't seen not many people talking about this guy. He's a top 10 talent from what I'm hearing. We do have a number 10 pick. And I just think from what I've been reading about this guy, once again, I told you I'm not an expert on the college game. I need to take a few deeper dives into that. You know what I'm saying? Take an eagle dive, soar down into the terrain of the, of the college realm of football, But what I've been reading a little bit, we got to check it out what's going on in this draft. So I'm seeing this guy, I believe his name is Brian. Damn it, I didn't even send it. I saw it yesterday again. I believe his name is Brian Burks. Damn it, what that? Brian Branch. There we go. I did get it in there. Brian Branch from Alabama. And I'm hearing he's a jack of all trades. He'll be cheaper than CJGJ, of course. It's crazy to have, throw a rookie safety into that position in the NFL. We know it's a different game. We got different hashes. We got different points and all kinds of things going on for a safety to traverse in his first year, and to throw a rookie into with, give him such a big responsibility on a championship caliber team. We just came out of the Super Bowl. And we all know about Super Bowl hangovers and all of that, and how that could go, and we're trying to avoid that. So, but this guy is a rookie, Brian Branch. I hear he's tough in the box. He's a great tackler. Like, I saw something like out of 174 tackle attempts, he only missed 4, some craziness. He's also great in coverage. So a jack of all trades. He could come down, put that hat on the head, you know what I'm saying? And he can also cover. We can move him around. I believe from what I've been hearing about Desai's defenses, this may be the guy that could possibly replace CJGJ. And I've just been looking into this just a little bit. I'm no Gates, I'm no Jimmy Smith, I'm not deep on it like that shit. I mean, all the guys out there, they're probably out of here. I mean, I know what I know, so cut that out. No more self-deprecation. But I mean, I'm just saying to let y'all know, don't, quote me on these things. There may be things that these guys didn't see, but I do know that Brian Branch is a top 10 talent. They got him projected to go in the top 10 in the draft as a safety. So we could pivot to him if in the event that what I think is going to happen. I really do think CJGJ is coming back, y'all. I think this is just employed by the agent to try and see if he could get a few more shekels from the Eagles, a few more shekels from Hal E, a few more shekels from my boy Jeff Steban Lurie, So that's just how I see it. Brian Branch, I believe, is that guy. I mean, even if we do get him, it will probably be on a 1-year deal. And this is the other thing. I'm hearing that the Eagles had offered him a multi-year deal, bro. What are we doing, sis? What are we doing? I gotta get the ladies involved too. My mama flockers, my papa flockers, my flockers and flockettes, my mama flocks, and all of that. My flaquitos y flaquitas, what's up, y'all? Leave down in the comments what y'all think, how we should pivot, if we even have to pivot. Let me know what's up. We got that going on. And in the event that we do retain CJGJ, like I said, once again, we can stick with the Brian Branch guy, but what I'm hearing, and this is what we all want. I mean, off the field issues aside, because I don't want to get into that anymore. I've been hopping out the nest a little bit too far in the last few weeks, just getting way too many personal opinions on this. This is about our Eagles, not about me and where I stand and with all these other outside entities and all that. Although I will share that from time to time, but I don't want to get into that today. Off-field issues aside, Jalen Carter, another Jalen. It was just be dope, bro. It was attacking the Killer Jays, but no. I mean, he's just, wow, that was inappropriate. I don't know. What do you think? We good, right? Can't wait to rock that Kelly Green next season. Still rock with my midnight green. So Jalen Carter, I'm hearing a lot about him slipping down in the draft. I mean, it almost seems like it's a setup. Like he's like, you know what? Let me just tone back these workouts a little bit so I don't get put on a team that really ain't in it. Which brings me back. See, I can't get away from it. CJGJ to Detroit. Like, what is really, bro? You just tasted the sweet nectar of victory damn near every week with the squad, especially damn near every week that you were playing. What? Wait, CJGJ in the lineup, what do you have, like 1 or 2 losses? If that, 1 loss? It's crazy. So I just don't get it. I mean, they were. I mean, he could help shore up their backfield, but even if we do switch that version, I'm gonna be all over the place, everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once. Oh yeah, crazy, HELES. You already know. So boom, you got him. He hops in. He hops around. He gets in here. We get the rookie, Brian Branch, and then you've got 2 vets. 3 vets. I mean, Greedy's still young, 25, you know what I'm saying? But the vets, the veteran leadership of Slay and Bradbury to bring that dude up, even though he is a rookie, I think they could, they could work with him. But in the event we don't get him, and you know how our Eagle organization does, man. Like we're gonna rock with them trenches. We're gonna flock in them trenches. You know what I mean? So Jalen Carter, I think, would be a big pickup. He's dropping down. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. Like if he's, you're seeing him drop down, and you would never think a guy would drop down on purpose. I mean, because, we're cutting dollars, we're cutting zeros off the deeper you go into the draft. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see a guy doing that purposefully. But then, if winning is your ultimate goal, and winning usually gets you a few more zeros than you normally would have had. So, we could look at it like that. But Jalen Carter, he had a bad show on his pro day, and these are days that these guys, like, they basically train, they're scripted for them to make them look better, and he did not look well at all. He could probably still be going through a few things. I mean, albeit, everyone's, looking to point at him, and, I don't think anyone's saying that it was his fault, what happened in the accident, but, still, we don't know how he felt about, life was lost, period, point blank. He could be going through things, man. He's low-key. We don't know, but it's being assailed, it's being put allegedly that he was part of the accident, right? So that's gotta flock with you, period. And boom, so he's got that going on, and maybe he's just not there mentally yet right now. And it's something that the Eagles would have to think about. But I mean, other than that, we saw, because you got the combines, you've got the pro days, but then you have 36 games of tape where this guy's a maniac, So these are things you got to look at. And I think, the Eagles do their due diligence, and we're big on the trenches. So that's a guy. If he slips to that 10 spot, I'd be all over that dude. And then, the trenches are solidified. Another guy I've been hearing about, because, okay, we got the safeties. Everything else seems to be set. The offense, we don't even got to talk about the offense, even though there are guys, oh my gosh, there are guys in this draft that, what's like on the offensive side of the ball, we're talking to Bijan Robinsons, the Addisons. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about the guy from Ohio State whose name I will not even try to. That guy, yeah. So something, yeah. Like I said, I tried. I said I wouldn't, but I did. So yeah, that guy. You got that guy. There's a lot of talent, a lot of offensive talent in this draft. We can even, attack the offensive side of the ball late in the draft. And then we're also going to need to, before I go any further into this draft thing, where the Eagle Maniac was wrong on some Colin Coward stuff, dude, like, Sayamalu, our boy, is gone. We kind of felt it coming. He's somebody that I really, really thought that we were going to try to prioritize to try and keep that offensive line together, because we got to protect our highest, our biggest, our greatest, the Jalen Alexander the Great Hurts. Got to protect that guy. But once again, all these offensive linemen that come to Philly, they go through Stoutland University. And whatever he turns out ends up being all-star caliber, all-pro caliber offensive lineman. It's just what he does. We saw Juergens last year looking like a beast in the preseason. The few times he had to step in during the regular season, looked amazing. So they're probably going to slide him into that the vacancy left by Sayamalu. And it's rough to see him go, but it is what it is, man. I forgot, where did he go? Oh, he went to Pittsburgh. So, he's staying in Pennsylvania. So good for him, and his family in the event. It's far as hell apart, but you get what I'm saying. Not too big of a, whatever. Sayamalu, man, did great things for us, man. Gonna miss him, dude. I remember when we drafted those guys, Sayamalu and Vita Vaitai. You know, I used to be so nice with that name, man, since he's gone. He's over at Detroit, too, man. Detroit just be picking us off with our boy Staley and everything. Damn, wish them all the best, but damn, CJ better not go there, man. Get the flock out of here. So, yeah, Sayamalo's gone, and Cam Jurgens will slide right into that vacancy in my estimation, being that we have Kelsey coming back another year. He can learn on that right side of that line with the likes of Lane Johnson, being in between Lane Johnson and Kelsey, like, it's just crazy on that side, and we're still solidified on the other side with Dickerson and my boy Malata. I had a dream about Malata last night. It was crazy. He was like he was fishing for a nickname. It was like Malata, I just got off for probation. I'm like, what is he going for? Malata? Probata? It was weird, But yeah, this is where the Eagle Maniac goes. I'm dreaming about freaking offensive linemen. This is the type of fans we are, Philly. But anyway, so got that going on. Sayamalo's up out of here, and that's another thing that I could see us addressing perhaps with our later pick in that draft. And I mean, there's all kinds of things that could happen. We know how he does this thing, man. Like, we can move back, we can move up. Who knows what's going on with this team? Best available. We've never seen our team really take that approach in the draft. It's just always trying to maximize the value at that time. And I mean, and what's going on with the team. And we see how we addressing those things pre-draft, which is amazing. I love it because that's what I want to say. Because, most teams, you see them, they hop in fast and furious. That's it. But you see our boy Howie, he's more of the late and luxurious guy. Like, later in free agency, maybe a month left to go before the first game, we're snatching up the likes of Bradbury and CJGJ, two monumental contributors to the success of our team last year. Like, it's just wild what Howie can do later during free agency. And it was a little fast and furious. Very, very rarely do we see this by our Eagles. I mean, except, 2012. And then, of course, not even last year. Because, dude, the only pickup we had for a long time was Kaiser White, that not many people knew about. Those in the know knew, though, but he wasn't the flashy pickup. 1-year deal for a guy like Kaiser White. And, the first thing, I believe, was the first day of free agency last year, we snatched up Hassan Reddick, which, I mean, was fast and very, very, very furious DN outside linebacker like. So, oh, man. So, I mean, all kinds of things to still go down because, like I said, our boy Howie, he comes through with the late and luxurious, not just the fast and furious. It's amazing what he does in this offseason. That dude, he does puts in work. You know what I mean? And we can't, but we do all remember times. How he gets it wrong sometimes too, man. But it seems like he's keeping this thing going. It does catch me a little bit off guard that we're keeping all of these vets, such an older defense when you got the likes of a Slay and a Bradbury in their 30s, Cox in his 30s, you got Brandon Graham in his 30s, but and then we sprinkle around some youth around there. So it's good to have. We've always seen that. We saw it in the year when we won the Super Bowl, a nice mix of vets, mid-tier vets, middle-aged football-wise, you know what I mean? And young guys, you get that nice mix in there and make this push again, you know what I mean? Back at the bottom of this mountain. Last year does not matter anymore, albeit we're all going to refer to that time and time again in this upcoming season especially during the bowl season, once it starts getting crazy, once you start getting closer to the season, there's nothing we could talk about but saying, yeah, we this, we that. You saw what we did last year. But I mean, we all know, and I'm pretty sure all these players know, especially being led by the likes of Jalen Hurts, Jalen Alexander, the great Hurts. This guy's going to keep this team focused. You know what I'm saying? I don't see us slack. But anyway, enough of that. Let's stick where we're at. So we've got the linebacker core. This is because we have to address this defense. So, right? So we could address the trenches in this draft early on. We can also address the backfield, the DBs, by picking up, you could go Carter. We could go the boy Brian Branch. Then there's still another place because there's 3 levels to this defense, as we know. You know what I'm saying? The linebackers, the line, and the DBs, right? And we have not addressed the linebackers yet. I haven't really looked too much into it. The one guy that I have, whose name I have heard being thrown around as far as acquiring a vet. I don't know too many linebackers coming up out of the college ranks, so I'll probably take a deeper dive into that this week, perhaps tonight after this video. But we got a free agent by the name of Nicholas Morrow. Damn it, I forgot to put down the stats. Good guy. His numbers look good. Damn it, I forgot to send them to myself. Whatever the case may be, as a veteran, we got the likes the rookie. Well, no longer rookie. This will be his second year. We'll have the likes of you got N'Kobe Dean. Like, I'm drawing blanks here. What the hell is going on? So we got N'Kobe Dean, who, depending on who we pick up, some people are saying I believe is it Will? They want him at the Will. On the mic. I forget. Whatever the case may be, but we've seen the Kobe Dean. We've seen him do work at Georgia. Would love to see him as a middle linebacker and just go crazy all over this field. Throw Davion Taylor in there. Yeah, I'm still big on Davion Taylor, even though he had a horrible training camp, horrible preseason. Like, it was just bad all over the place. But I will never forget what I saw him do late in that 21 season. Like, we just looked like a different defense with him, and who knows what Desai may unlock with him. I'm still big on him. And then, it may come back to what I was saying prior to last season. I would love to see a linebacker core of, you've got our boy Hassan Reddick, who we know he's not really a linebacker, but this is just in a 4-3 fashion, right? You got Hassan Reddick. We got to keep him on the end. So I don't even want to put him there. For all intents, just to adjust this video right now, you have Hassan Reddick, Nakobe Dean, and Davion Taylor. That's what I was saying last year prior to this season, and now I'm thinking, and what I've seen from last year, want to keep that guy on the end where he's most productive. But it is good to switch him up, move him around, all kinds of things. But it basically, bottom line, say all of that to say this: we're gonna have to address the linebacker cores to get us to that level. It's going to be rough to get back to the level of talent that we had last year as far as the defense goes, but still with the pieces that we've retained and the pieces that we've added this offseason. We got Greedy. I see us still being a top 10 defense, and that's what you want to be. KC was like middle of the pack as far as overall defense last season. Them boys came out with a Super Bowl, albeit they did have a man by the name of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, but we got a guy, Jalen Alexander, the great Hurts, who I see him. We know how this goes. We know how this story goes. The guy just gets better every year after year after year after year after year, and I see nothing less happening next year, dog. Like, I just can't wait to see what he unlocks next season. If that Super Bowl is a sample of what's to come, he was in Super Saiyan. You remember when we first started the season, I was talking about Super Saiyans and all that, and like the levels we seen him go through, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. Like, he's like in the Super Bowl, he was like Ultra Instinct, Goku. Like, it was wild, just boom, 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 except for the fumble. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. From the side, that was the part in the Dragon Ball where Goku gets jacked up for a second real quick, but he's gonna come back stronger, better, faster. This thing is a marathon, not a sprint. You know how this thing goes, man. So, yeah, I think I touched on most of the things I want to get into, man. Sayamalu going that's rough. Did not see that happening. Yeah. But we got our boy Kelsey back. Did we speak on that last week? Yeah, of course. We're happy to have Kelsey back. All our vets are called for. Them dudes who's like, if you're going to break it down, we got Kelsey, we got Lane, we got Cox, we got Graham. You know what I mean? The vets are staying that cool in that room to bring up whoever these rookies that we bring on, all these young guys that we're trying to develop right now, the Deans of the world, the Jordan Davises of the world, who are going to take much bigger, stronger roles next season. I just can't wait. But, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's just chill out. We got a little bit, Mariota. Mariota with the... we finally got Mariota, y'all. This is wild. Honestly, Brian, we seen what Brian did with Hurts. We can't put it all on Brian, because Hurts is just an amazing next level talent leader and all of that. But I saw flashes. We saw flashes from Mariota last year down in Atlanta, and they were desperate. They weren't, dude. They had no Calvin Ridley. They had nothing, and they were still fighting for a playoff spot. People forget this. So Mariota as a backup, he's not our starter, bro. I think this bodes well for us, like we've heard time and time again. Jalen Hurts has missed 4 games over the last 2 seasons, so a nice plug and play where we wouldn't have to switch up the offense, and we've heard it time and time again, I'm pretty sure, during the past week from other content creators and all that. But, dude, I echo all of those sentiments and all of what you're thinking out there in the Eagleverse, man. Like, I believe it's a great pickup. The money, a little high, but, this is the price. We're the ones who started this, and other teams are starting to pick up on what we do. Gotta have a great backup. You gotta have a good serviceable backup that can still win if in the event that your guy gets knocked up and has to get up out of there. So great pickup by snatching up Mariota, and then the other pickups outside the league has just been Greedy. Also in our room, we picked up Greedy Williams. Haven't spoken on that. I think it's a great acquisition. Great for the special teams also. I believe he does return. I could be switching up with that other dude that they had over there, the two-name guy. Whatever, I do think Greedy Williams has some special teams experience. So anyway, regardless of what the dude ran a 4.3, he's a bit slight, man. When I saw his numbers, I did not notice. You hear a guy, Greedy Williams, didn't look too much into him in the draft when he was coming out of LSU, but Greedy Williams, I figure, he's a big dude, like, coming out like, but no, that dude is slight. 6'3", he's a tall guy, but dude, I think he's like Devontae skinny, you know what I mean? Slim Reaper type deals, you know what I mean? I believe that's how he got injured the previous season, coming in, trying to tackle with his shoulder, and they knocked that thing off. So, not really our ideal, because I want to get tougher with our DBs, a little bit, few more sure tackles, you know what I mean? Guys that can tackle, guaranteed tackles, you know what I mean? Greedy Williams, but that's why I really want to snatch up, if we can, snatch up that dude from Alabama, man. Brian Branch out of Alabama, like, he does it all. But we got that going on. What else is happening in the nest? I'm outside the nest. I don't really want to talk about this, man, but what y'all think about these Cowboys, man? These Cowboys, dude. They out there, they putting in that work. Jerry Jones finally came to, but I mean, he tried to throw us off a little bit, like, I don't really go all in. I mean, these dudes always have, like, you always look at their roster, like, how the hell, when did that happen? When did that happen? Like, what? They're holding on to Van Der Esch, I've always liked him as a player, like, especially when he just reminds me a lot of that other dude they had, Sean something, man. What the flock? Anyway, dude was never in the lineup. He was an amazing linebacker, just never in the lineup, similar to Van Der Esch, you know what I mean? He's great in that linebacker room, like great as far as their linebacker room goes, but he's very rarely there. So, they could do what they want with that. The best ability is availability. We've all heard it a million times, right? So you got him over there. And then they go and snatch up Cooks and Gilmore. And I saw something just now before I hopped on here that they're still looking at OBJ. So like they're really trying to fire up their skill positions. Like you got, what is that? You've got Diggs and Gilmore could be crazy. Then you got Cooks and that other guy, the guy CeeDee Lamb, man. Because I really could give a fuck about these guys, man. But, we got to pay attention to them there in our division, man. The Giants picking up Waller, like, teams over here doing work. I even heard something crazy. If we would have happened to another list, another disc, if I was on my everyday thing, I would definitely gotten into that. I'm hearing people saying, the Eagles could drop as far as third, possibly even last in the division next season. Like, I don't even want to, no. I'm not even going to laugh at it because of that. Yeah, we're going to get this thing. I feel like we've got the team, got the talent, we got the leadership to get us back to where we were in the early thousands, albeit I want to do it this time and get a Super Bowl out of this thing, but I can see us constantly in this. And because when you look at the other quarterbacks in the NFC, who's better than Jalen Hurts? I saw the other day, I believe Colin Cowherd was saying, he'll put Stafford ahead of Hurts. And, it's hard to argue with that, the accolades that Stafford has. But now we're talking about the up-and-comers, the new regime, you know what I mean? And Jalen Hurts is, if he's 1, then Jalen Hurts 1A. If he's 1A, Jalen Hurts is 1B. You know what I mean? I couldn't really drop him to a 2. Like, fuck out of here. So with that being said, with a leader like him, a leader like Sirianni, man, I see us right back in these NFC championships, just like we used to stay. We had a timeshare in them Jones back in the early thousands. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see anything less for this team. Like I said, once again with the leadership of Jalen Alexander, the great Hurts, like it's just amazing what I think was is ahead for us. And as far as the Cowboys go, picking up Gilmore and Cooks, like hopefully Gilmore ain't got no more and Cooks is cooked. That's just how I see it. Maybe these guys are on the back end of their careers, man. Even though we got a whole lot of vets over here. I don't really know how well Stephon did last year or what Cooks. I know Cooks was trying to get out of Houston crazy. So that could have, but even when he was playing, he was putting up numbers. Had him on one of my fantasy teams last year. I mean, like, and that's the other thing. Like, what do you think? What do you think this does for like fantasy guys? Like the Lions just picked up Montgomery. What does that do for Swift? We'll get into all the fantasy stuff a little bit later. This is just where how the wheels are turning, man. How it's getting crazy, man. Like, but bottom line at the end of the day, before we get up out of here, man, my opinion, dogs. I don't think we can say bye to CJGJ yet, man. I don't think it's over. I heard he had another deleted tweet, man. And something about they put up the fact that what I just told y'all, the fact that he had we had offered him more money early in free agency. We offered him a multi-year deal, and he just thought he thought he was worth more than that, which he probably is, you know what I mean? But you got to go where the market is, you know what I mean? We're not trying to reinvent them, we're not trying to set the market, you know what I mean? None of that. And if we do, it'll be for a hot second, you feel me? So I just think we think we still got CJGJ, man. We got a chance. So anyway, so when he saw that tweet, I believe Ruben Frank may have posted that, and then he hit it with the cap. You know what I mean? Threw a cap on that like that's cap. But then he deleted that tweet. So maybe he called up his agent like, wait, hold up, so-and-so. What? Wait, nah, chill. Put Detroit on hold, man. Let me go holler at my boy Howie, busting them stupid dope moves. I ain't proud of waving that wall. Get me back in Philly. That's what I'm thinking, man. This is just how I feel. And I got to talk about it. How I feel it. Not just Philadelphia. How I feel. Philadelphia. It. But, yeah, man. Until the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You know how we do, man. And we still got so many questions in this offseason. But you know what? The main question is, what you gonna do when Howie Roseman runs wild on you? What you gonna do when Eagle Mania runs wild on you? Let's go, y'all. Play my music, gangster. Woo! We everywhere, everything, all at once. Boy, Howie Roseman, the next level. Eagles. Eagles. Woo!
EA